Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Last time on What If Deku is Accelerator. Accelerator was enjoying, a cup of coffee until, someone interrupts his peaceful afternoon as he begins to, wreck everyone he sees. Izuku, aka Accelerator. If I say Izuku, I mean Accelerator. It's a lot easier to say Izuku than Accelerator constantly. But yeah, I guess down below when one of you guys comments that he would probably get a name by now. I mean, after a time skip, he would. Sorry, Lady Nagant would name him Izuku, but Izuku prefers to be called Accelerator. It fits him better. That's what Izuku believes. But during the attack, fighting between the Teen Titans, as a mysterious a girl that he did not pay no attention to because she wasn't posing a threat, but the Teen Titans were. So unfortunately, he was surprised when Blackfire kissed him. That kind of surprised Izuku because no one has ever got past this barrier like that before, outside of Lady Nagant. Now, let me go into explanation why she got through the barrier. As long as you don't have any malice towards Izuku, the barrier won't activate. Remember, it's a passive ability of an accelerator. It it rejects or reflects anything harmful to him, health wise, stuff like that. So yeah, she would able if she has no malice towards her action, then yeah, she could get past the barrier, the reflective field. Before we get into the story itself, I'm gonna write down information. I wasn't for this War World arc. Not sure how long it's going to be. If it's going to be this one, part arc, then move on to the story. It all depends on how I play this. Now, I need to get some information down about Miss Martian because she doesn't have really a legit, backstory. I mean, sometimes she's a Martian, sometimes she's a white Martian, sometimes, Yeah, I just don't know. Like, okay. In this story, she's going to be a white Martian. She has the same powers as she does in Young Justice. Now, the Kryptonian. It's Superman's daughter. I use this character model for all my Superman daughters. I'm not going to change it because it's hard to find a non-Kryptonian that's not associated with Supergirl or Power Girl. So yeah, it's a big hassle. Anyways, her name's going to be Scarlet because I like the name and it's easy and the first name popped in my head. So that's how that's going to go. We cut to that night as at Teen Tower as you see Beast Boy and Starfire sleeping in their own rooms. As all you see is a bright light coming from their rooms as they're no longer there. As we cut to the Superman residence, as you have Scarlet in her bed, as a bright light hits, as she's no longer in her bed. As you have his cellar sleeping peacefully, as the same thing happened to him, as a bright light eclipsed his room as he disappears. You have a man sitting in a dark room in a chair, smiling. Mr. Mongol, it is done. Good. Before I go any further in this is Mongol Jr. For some reason, his son take up his name. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, it's weird. But I don't understand it. But whatever. I'll be for him the Mongol from now on. Now, Mongol is having a little bit of war, so he's been gathering beings all around the universe to um to fill in the troops, if you would call it that. To Izuku, aka Accelerator, as he's in a cell. It's a large cell with several of the people that got transported. Now, the reason why he was able to get transported in the first place because it wasn't his body didn't seem sorry, his body didn't see it as a threat. Be kidding me! I'm stuck with cells. That psychopath. Look, as Beast Boy is not happy. He doesn't like Izuki very much because of what the treatment Accelerator gave him, as he's kind of scared of him. Beast Boy, calm down. You can't be serious. You got the worst of it of all of us. Cyborg most likely got the worst of it, Beast Boy. I might not hate Accelerator, but he was rather mean. As you have Blackfire laughing. It was hilarious. Shut up, sister. As Izuki opened his eyes, as he sees, Blackfire, as he sees his head's been on her lap the whole time. And she's like, huh, morning. As Izuki jumps backwards, where am I in? Why are you here? Oh, as he's looking around, seeing everyone. Oh, I remember you. Green one. What's going on? I have a name, I really don't give a shit what your name is. What's going on? Martian, what do you think's going on? As I have no idea, Scarlet. What do you think about the white-haired kid? The guy. He seems a bit edgy. Sorry. Not edgy like in not the edgy you're thinking of, guys. Let's see. Scratch that. He seems very on edge. Calm down, Accelerator. As Blackfire puts her hand on his shoulder. As Izuku breathes in and breathes out, as he got his bearings together, as he's cooled off. As the room grows brightly, as they all get teleported to like a metal arena, kind of like that. What this is? As they're all on high alert as they've been transported to another area. As Izuku sees Mongol floating in the air on some sort of device. Welcome to War World. You have officially been drafted into my army. As you see different type of aliens all around in the arena grounds, as Mongol has been kidnapping people from different worlds that he finds interesting. If you don't comply, I'll blow up your planets. It would be an easy feat for me, Mongol, the ruler here on War World. If you serve faithfully, then after the conflict ends, you may return to your worlds. Not before then. Put them back to their quarters. They're gonna have a rough time tomorrow. Except for you two. You stay behind. Get the rest of these soldiers in their quarters. Yes, Mongol. I don't know what your game is, Mongol, but when my dad finds out, you're good as done. Kryptonians. I wonder how powerful you are, if you're anything like your dad. If you want to know, loser, I'll show you. Immediately, Scarlet flies up to Mongol as Mongol catches her fist. as he pulls out something yellow, as it's a yellow piece of rock that he stabs right in her side as she screams as Mongol slams her to the ground hard. As Scarlet gets up as she tries to hit him, as the Mongol doesn't sit there and takes it, as Mongol starts laughing. Kryptonian, you're not much of a threat anymore. What did you do? My powers, why aren't they working? Simple. Yellow Kryptonite, you're completely helpless. You might as well be a human. You're probably wondering why I would stab you as Yellow Kryptonite, strip you of your powers for the time being. If I was planning to use you for my campaign. You see, Kryptonian, you're only bait. But you have, out of everyone in that pathetic world, you have piqued my interest the most. Accelerator. You're the most brutal, savage, sadistic human that planet has ever produced. In Mongol, right? Correct, young man. And you're fighting someone powerful, are you? Indeed. How powerful? Extremely. Accelerator. As Scarlet looks, grabbed on her wound, as she's like, you can't be serious. Shut up. This has nothing to do with you, Kryptonian. Interesting. You've piqued my interest. So who am I going to kill? Mongol. Simple. Accelerator. We'll be fighting against, apparently, Darkseid and Brainiac somehow teamed up, and they've been going a bit crazy. Each planet Darkseid conquers, Brainiac takes a city and shrinks it and puts it into a little stockpile of collection. Darkseid and Brainiac made a grave decision of claiming a planet that wasn't theirs. Don't give a shit who it is. If he's strong, that's all that matters. I'll play your role as your little recruit. For now. But the moment that it is done, I want to be returned back to my planet. Do we have a deal, Mongol? Indeed, Accelerator. As they shake hands, as Scarlet comes rushing through, as Scarlet gets thrown back, reflected back, as she scripts across the ground. Damn, Kryptonian, you're not going to interfere in my fun. Next time, it will be your last. You're powerless now. You might as well be a regular human. Regular human that has no abilities whatsoever. So stay on my way. You know the others won't actually follow suit with your plan. They're too goody-goody. Except for one person. The one they call by Blackfire. She's extremely close to me half the time when I come, when we're in the sim area. A little uncomfortable, but nevertheless, she'll play ball. She seems the type. You offer her some sort of deal. She would be a very valuable asset to have in your campaign to defeat Darkseid and Brainiac. Take that under advisement, new recruit. You don't need to worry. You're not going to go back to that cell. I'm going to give you a little test. See if you if you decide to betray me, I'll give you a little bit of freedom. I will provide you with a personal room outside of, the cells. As a few weeks has passed, as the rest of the team have to go through battle after battle, as Izuku, Accelerator is living the high life. Admit, Mongol, joining forces you temporarily, it does have its perks. As Izuku's, stops as he sees, Blackfire vaporizing several people, as she's smiling the whole time. That's how you fight. Maybe I was wrong about her a little bit. Just a little bit. As later that day, as you have Mongol waiting for someone to appear, as Blackfire comes rolling in. Heavily constrained, by the way. Killed a lot of the guards, so yeah, Mongol is being extremely careful with this one. And he full on well knows what race she comes from, so he took precautions. Izuku was a unknown factor, so he didn't know how to approach him. He was fortunate that Izuku was willing to make a deal with him. He know where Mongol know where trust is. Accelerator. Mongol knows as soon as he's no longer useful to Accelerator, the Accelerator is going to betray him. But he doesn't know how or how he's going to do it. As you have Blackfire, as she walks in Mongol's little area with a smirk on her face. Before you begin your demands, Mongol, I'm going to make it perfectly clear. I really don't care about your, little war with, Darkseid and Brainiac. That doesn't interest me one bit. But what does interest me is you took from me. Where is Accelerator? Accelerator, he's fine. He's safe. He's been upgraded. His own personal quarters. I have no problem joining your little recruitment thing you got going on over here. As long as I can be next to Accelerator, that's all that matters. That boy, that one, he intrigues me. So that's what you're after. You're a devious woman. Very well. As long as you fulfill your part of the deal, then I have no problem having you strictly right next to young Accelerator, considering how fond of you are of him. Next door, in the same room. Thank you. Very well. It will be done. Good. Surprised you're not more worried about your sister. I don't care what happens to her at the moment. She could take care of herself. Accelerator has my full attention at the moment. Mongol, sir. What is it? We have a problem. What is it? Accelerator demanded a opponent. Actually, good opportunity to see his abilities in person. Give him what he wants. Yes, sir. Come, Miss Blackfire. Let's see what Accelerator is made of. You won't be disappointed, Mongrel. He's the interesting one. Quite powerful, what I've seen of him so far. As Mongol smiles, give him the special prisoner I had in place, especially for Accelerator. In fact, he felt kind of cheated in his last encounter with this human. This is going to be quite the show. As Izuku's sitting in the middle of the arena, waiting patiently, as he has his hands in his pockets, as he has a cocky grin on his face, as the doors finally open, as he sees someone he's seen before, as Izuku starts laughing. As he's like, yes, now that's what we're talking about. It's been a long time, Bane. I'm gonna crush you this time. Don't know what happened last time, but that won't happen again. Well, well, well. Aren't we full of confidence today, Mr. Bane? Oh, it's gonna be a lot worse this time around. There's no heroes around to get in my way. I'm going to enjoy this more than I should. But nevertheless, I thank Mongol for the gift. Bane starts rushing Izuku as each swing, as Bane hits a invisible barrier, as his fist gets thrown backwards, as he felt the impact onto him, as he felt the impact from the blow. What the hell's going on? Oh, you stupid, muscle-up idiot. You really don't know my power, do you? You really should check out your opponent before you decide to go at them. I'm not shading on your strength. You're pretty good, pretty powerful, even though you have some green steroids running through your veins. You're nothing to me. You're merely an appetizer before the main course. Immediately, Accelerator disappears, grabs onto Bane's head as he slams him into the ground, as immediately using bioelectricity shocking him from the inside out, as the Bane's twitching, his body is twitching, as you have the Accelerator laughing. Accelerator flicks his wrist as Bane goes flying into a wall. As Bane has a pure fear on his face, as he's a cocky grin, as he's walking slowly towards him, as Bane's trying to crawl away, begging for help, as he grabs on his foot. We're not done yet, Bane. As he drags him, as he throws him further in the middle of the arena. Where's that backbone you had a couple minutes ago? Tell me you're done already. After all, we haven't seen each other in such a long time. We haven't proper catch up, my friend. Get away from me, you monster! As Bane starts throwing combination hits at Izuku, as the Accelerator uses the factors, vector controls, as you see Bane's arms twist and bend in different directions, as he's on his knees screaming out in pain. Izuku dabs his fingers into one of the broken arms. I'll let you in a little secret. I have vector control of Bane. And you're probably too stupid enough to even know what that means. I'm not an idiot. I know what it is. Then you know what I can do. Go to hell. You first. As immediately, Accelerator reverses blood flow as Bane blows up in a burst of blood as it splatters all over the arena ground as it covers the half of Izuku's face. The Mongol comes flying down off a device as Blackfire is right beside him, as Mongol is clapping. Oh, well done, my boy. With you in my rankings, we have a good chance of wiping the floor with this dark side. And his little mechanical friend. Sees Blackfire. I see she's on board then. Indeed. As Blackfire rushes over to Izuku She wraps him around her arms. What are you doing? I missed you, that's all. I hardly know you. Well, we have plenty of time to get to know each other, after all. We're going to be roommates. What you mean, roommates? It was under condition for her to join. She wanted to be in the same room as you. Whatever. Alright, Mongo, I'm gonna head up to the room. If you need me, I'll be up there. Seems like the boy doesn't like you very much, Blackfire. Oh, don't worry about that, Mongol. He'll grow to love me. As Blackfire walks away, as she has a grin on her face, as she heads back to, Izuku's room, where she's going to be staying. Izuku, as he's getting ready to take a nap, as he feels something around his waist. Oh, what is with you and grabbing on me? That's simply because I enjoy it. Get off. No, I don't think I will. Seriously? And how are you even doing that? Simple. I kind of figured it out, your ability, after watching you. And what's that? The reason why I could get through your barrier? Whatever ability you have. As long as I don't pose a threat, I could touch you as much as I want. You has a grin. I see you're not as dumb as the rest of the idiots. Of course not. Accelerator, after all. I am a princess, after all. What? Yes, I am a princess. An exiled princess, nonetheless. I might have been exiled, but I'm a princess nonetheless. I get what I want. Kind of goes with the title. However, I really don't care what you do as long as you don't get in my way. I would never dream of it, Accelerator. I like being around you. Accelerator, if you prove to yourself that you're worthy, then I might take you as my husband. Excuse me? You got a little, as Accelerator's like, you think highly of yourself, do you? Of course I do. I'm royalty. You're annoying. As Blackfire starts giggling, as she starts laughing, as she's teasing Izuku, Accelerator, the whole night. As Accelerator finally gave in, as he stopped trying to stop Blackfire from doing things like grabbing onto him, and yeah, he's not gonna get away from it anytime soon. I'm a short pause in the story. This will probably be the end of it, but I'm gonna do that explanation on the collar before we go. No, Batman had prep time, so he made a device, a collar, for Izuku to bypass his abilities. So the electric charge in the collar doesn't reflect. Now he's able to use his abilities while the collar's on. It says when the collar's activated in the electric charge, he can't redirect that electricity back at anyone. So that's how that works. Now we're gonna probably stop it there. Hope you guys have a good night and day. Enjoy my time zones. And next part of this will probably be back on Monday. I'm starting a new thing on my days off. I've done this before, so I'm going to be this is how this is going to work. Every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be working on what if Deku has caught the eye of a vampire on those days. Then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll work on this until completion. Then I'll add another what if on those days to fill its spot. So we'll be knocking. So we'll be getting series finished a lot more sooner than later, because it's going to take forever if I just focus on one series for one set of days, and and do random on my days off. So I'm just trying to make the best of my time to get a lot of these completed. So your what if will get made. If it has a playlist, then it will be continued on. I haven't. Yeah, none of my series that's on a playlist will be stopping. It's just going to take some time to get to them. So just gotta be patient for me. Just a little bit longer. All right, that's pretty much about it, guys. So I'll catch you in the next video.